In the videos that follow in this lesson, I show you how to subcut the strip sets. And the method I use for that is to use the lines on the mat as cutting places. Some people don't like that. I always start on the right hand side and cut toward the left, but some people are uncomfortable with that, or that it just doesn't fit their style. So here is an alternative to cutting using the lines on the mat, and the alternative is just to use your ruler. And some people get more accurate results doing it this way, and others do not. But anyway, this is a second option for you. You choose the way that you work best with and that gives you the best results. So let me show you how this is done. The first thing you do after you have pieced your strip and it's pressed, you'll take your ruler, and we're going to use the sewing lines on the strip and line them up with lines on the ruler. I'm going to first cut off the selvage so we get as close as we can to the selvage. And I'm lining up one of the lines on the ruler with the line across the strip set. And then I'm simply going to cut off the selvage. For this particular strip set, I have to cut segments that are 2.5 inches wide. So we've trimmed off our end, and now we're going to find the 2.5 inch mark on the ruler and line it up with the edge that we just trimmed. And you can use your lines on the ruler to line up the sewing line. You can line up the top line or the bottom line. Most often it's better to line up the sewing line. So we're going to, our 2.5 inch line is on the edge, and then I'm going to match one of my printed lines on the ruler with the sew line on the fabric strip. And then I'm going to cut. This is 2.5 inches. And then you move this off to the side. You go to the next one, do the same thing. You line up your 2.5 inches and then line up your horizontal line on the ruler. So this way you're not using the lines on the mat, you're using the lines on the ruler. And oftentimes this is easier to get more accuracy because you're holding the fabric in place underneath the ruler. So as you go down the line, sometimes your edge may need to be straightened. So just check it periodically and line up your line again, and then check the edge. And if it's off, like a little bit, then just go ahead and trim it again, that edge, and then continue cutting off your segments. So try either way, whichever way works best for you.